From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The Department of Justice is investigating why Arizona officials cut the number of polling places for the presidential preference elections.
By the time you pay your rent, the bills, and all that good stuff, you have nothing left to buy food.
That's the worry for an estimated 21,000 Maricopa County residents who just lost their SNAP benefits.
Every time I put that meth pipe to my mouth, I would have that moment of, why am I doing this?
Meth rates in Arizona are spiking. What recovering addicts have to say about the powerful drug.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Jackie Padilla.
And I'm Jesse Schultz. Thanks for joining us. The state results from the controversial presidential preference election are now official, but that doesn't mean there still won't be challenges. Cronkite News reporter Ben Marjot has been following this issue. He joins us live from Secretary of State Michelle Reagan's office.
Secretary of State Michelle Reagan's signature is right here on the official canvas, and while that does make the results official, it doesn't mean that the controversy is over. Just today, Cronkite News learned that the Department of Justice will be investigating the Maricopa County Recorder's Office to find out why they reduced the number of polling places from 200 to just 60 this year. This is what the result of cutting those polling places was: long lines for voters. Some waited as long as 5 hours to vote, casting their ballot well after midnight, long after the winners were already announced. This afternoon, Secretary Michelle Reagan certified those election results, and now that that has happened, candidates or individual voters can challenge the results. Reagan also answered question after question for the next steps for fixing the next presidential preference election here in Arizona. Her answer: start by gathering information from the voters.
We find out what can work better, preparing a report and going to the legislature and going to the different bodies and saying, this is what we will give you input on what can work better. Now, how are we going to fix it? And we fix it all together. We fix it, all three of us, the counties, the Secretary of State's office, MVD, and the legislature.
And lawyers for Democrat Bernie Sanders are considering whether a challenge is going to be made. Live here at the Capitol, Ben Marjot, Cronkite News.
The U.S. Supreme Court issued a decision today with a big impact on voting rights. The justices unanimously ruled that Texas must continue to draw legislative districts based on total population, as opposed to using voter population. Arizona Congressman Raul Grijalva says the ruling upholds the principle of one person, one vote. In a statement today, Grijalva wrote, "American democracy belongs to everyone who calls this country home." And the Supreme Court reaffirmed that fact with today's victory. This attempt to draw lines for elected office based on voter participation was a blatant and shameful attempt to deny representation to entire swaths of people within our communities.
Presidential candidates are continuing on the campaign trail, vying for more delegates in Wisconsin presidential primaries. 86 Democratic delegates are at stake, while the Republicans have 42 delegates at stake. Currently, Donald Trump is the front runner with 736 delegates. Ted Cruz is at 463 delegates. John Kasich goes to Wisconsin with 143 delegates. Looking at current delegate standings for the Democrats, frontrunner Hillary Clinton has 1,712 delegates. Bernie Sanders has 1,011 delegates.
A massive whistleblower leak involving more than 11 million documents exposed how global leaders, celebrities, and crime figures hide their cash offshore. Cronkite News reporter Anthony Mardekin examined the findings.
Also included 140 politicians from more than 50 countries. Among the most high-profile, Russian President Vladimir Putin, soccer star Lionel Messi, and Uruguayan lawyer Juan Pedro Diamani, a FIFA ethics expert in Uruguay. The information was revealed by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. The group relied on leaked documents from the Panamanian law firm Mossack Fonseca in what is now called the Panama Papers. A dozen former and world leaders are among the hiding their wealth. Also, 128 politicians are named, and the documents show a close friend from Mexico's president moved $100 million offshore during a corruption investigation.
If it's documented, if it is demonstrated that something not just informal but illegal happen. And if a government official was involved in it, then yes, then it becomes a matter of state.
Using offshore accounts is not against the law, and plenty of companies do it. But the ICJC investigation found that many of those named in the leaked Panama Papers are companies and people blacklisted by the U.S. government for money laundering, including high-level drug traffickers. In the broadcast center, I'm Anthony Marroquin, Cronkite News.
Friday marked the end of a food stamp extension dating back to the Great Recession. Most adults now have to either actively seek employment or find a job in order to receive SNAP benefits, most commonly known as food stamps. But as Cronkite News reporter Audrey Wheel reports, with so many exceptions and employment qualifications, it's unclear exactly who will be affected and how.
We're not allowed to film on the property of this food stamp office, but we did speak to some SNAP recipients outside who said they had no idea these changes were happening, as well as one woman who did receive notice that her benefits would be cut.
By the time you pay your rent, the bills, and all that good stuff, you have nothing left to buy food.
Shannon Govan found out today that her SNAP benefits were officially cut. She's one of an estimated 21,000 in Maricopa County who received notice of the changes beginning in January. The cuts only apply to able-bodied adults who don't meet certain exemptions, like having dependents, being disabled, going to school, or living in chronic homelessness. But the list extends even beyond that, and recipients must prove their exemption to qualify.
I'm a full-time home caregiver for my mom. So in that process, I do qualify for the program. I gotta get notices and letter and stuff from her doctor stating that, that I am her caregiver.
And if she can't get an exemption that way?
Well, I'm trying to push it to where they would start paying me to take care of my mom, and then I wouldn't need food stamps.
Because without an exemption, SNAP recipients must be actively seeking employment, volunteering at a qualified location, seeking workforce development training, or working. It's a lot to take in for those whose benefits haven't been tied to employment status for the past several years. But the Department of Economic Security says these requirements revert back to those in place prior to the recession because Arizona's economy has improved since then.
But I think this is definitely more of a stick than a carrot. If we were serious about getting people jobs, we would guarantee them a job. Either a work slot or an opportunity for training or some volunteer activities that they could participate in.
DES is hoping its initiatives like Arizona at Work can do that.
We simply look to these men and women who are able-bodied, who have no family to support, to seek work, to train up for work, and, hopefully get work.
But Govan says it's not that simple, and that those who are supposed to be helping with any confusion or transition assistance have not been helpful.
This is my third runaround, the third office I've been to. It's all a waste of time, basically, because I didn't get no information.
The cuts are happening in waves in counties where the unemployment rate is lower than the national average. Maricopa County was the first, followed by Pima County in July and Yavapai County in October. In Phoenix, Audrey Wheel, Cronkite News.
The Arizona Department of Transportation and the Federal Highway Administration want your input in the next National Household Travel Survey. Up to 30,000 households will get the survey via mail, asking about transportation behaviors and trends. The surveys will be used to make funding decisions on road improvements, public transportation, and sidewalk planning.
Overall airline performance was up last year, according to the latest annual airline quality report released today. But the news wasn't all good for flyers who travel through Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Cronkite News reporter Samantha Witherwax is tracking the details from our Washington bureau.
The 26th annual airline quality rating by Embry-Riddle and Wichita State University said that on-time performance, denied boardings, and baggage handling have all improved in 2015, but consumer complaints were at their highest level in 15 years.
Customer complaints about fares and fees perhaps is the reason that we're at a 15-year high in the number of customer complaints filed.
Another factor that could be affecting performance, he said, is mergers.
One fact we do know over time, all large airline mergers, the airlines go down in performance. So for example, close to home in Arizona, American and US Air's recent merger, took American down from the 7th position to the 10th position.
That is particularly relevant with the news today that Virgin America accepted a $2.6 billion merger from Alaska Airlines. Virgin America, which was number 1 in the report, could help bring Alaska up from its 5th place position, but Bauer said that it's just as likely to see Virgin fall.
But when we look at Virgin America and Alaska, both are pretty highly rated airlines, Alaska being down just for a couple of years, Virgin America being high for most all years that it's been in the rankings. My hope is that they really don't decline. But since it would be dominated by Alaska, they're probably not going to be number 1 for several years.
And merger talk is important because while Virgin doesn't fly through Sky Harbor Airport, Alaska does. And American, which has the most flights out of Phoenix, saw a sizable drop as they merged with U.S. Airways. Live in Washington, Samantha Witherwax, Cronkite News.
With the weather getting warmer, Arizonans are spending more time outside by the pool.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how city officials are training the public to prevent drownings.
And it's amazing, you know, when I go to that land, I can put my hand on the ground by the roots of the tree, and I know that that was above her heart, and it's like very connected.
How one company is helping people remember their loved ones in a new way.
For only the 3rd time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
Friday was a prank-filled holiday for many, but for the Phoenix Fire Department, April 1st was known as April Pools Day. The fire department put on a mock drowning for the public where reporter Lillian Simpson saw just how easy it is for a drowning to happen in a crowded area.
According to the Arizona Department of Health Services, 31 children suffered drowning deaths in 2014, of which 100% of those deaths were deemed preventable. With many distractions now to take your eyes off your kids, the Phoenix Fire Department urges everyone to stay alert and informed this pool season.
Hey, you in the white shirt! Call 911!
These were the distress calls made during a mock drowning on Friday at the Point Hilton Tapatio Cliffs Resort in Phoenix. Members of the Salt River Project, Phoenix firefighters, and the Department of Parks and Recreation spent the morning educating the public about the importance of watching your kids near water.
Mom's out distracted, not seeing what's going on. Another bystander happens to look over and see this kid floating in the shadow.
With the help of a few volunteers, the Phoenix Fire Department was able to show the public just how quick a drowning can happen. Jacob Hulit, the portrayed drowning victim, said he was excited to help out, but there was a lot of planning involved.
We've gone over this a few times. I think 2 practice runs this year, and then I've done a few in the past.
And the reminder is needed.
We've had 11 drowning incidents thus far in the city of Phoenix alone.
Or seeing people think of a drowning more as emotionally as it is now.
Flotation devices won't always work either. Unless it has the Coast Guard seal of approval, you should still take necessary measures.
So you want to use a flotation device that is in the form of like a jacket style, those PFDs. So you actually wear it, it's buckled, it's snug, it's not riding up to your face. And that's what's going to keep a child above water.
The Phoenix Fire Department also urges everyone to use barriers like pool fences and locks. Always designate an appropriate person to watch the pool and to get adults and children into swim lessons. The City of Phoenix Aquatics will be opening registration for swim classes on April 28th at 6:30 p.m. In many locations, SRP and the Diamondbacks have helped lower the cost to just $3 per swim lesson to get the community prepared for pool season. In the Broadcast Center, Lillian Simpson, Cronkite News.
Some cemeteries in Arizona are offering a different way to say goodbye to your loved one. Reporter Ben Brown tells us why some people are choosing to go green even after death.
It's called a green burial. Something that has really taken off in states in the Northwest is slowly making its way to the desert.
I love going to sit with that tree. I'll go out there and write or talk to my mom, and it's nice to have still a spot.
Liana's mother, Robin Kissinger, passed away after battling cancer.
She was a classically trained pianist, moved around a lot as a kid. Ultimately, that I think played into her desire to live in harmony with the earth.
Instead of cremation or being laid to rest in a casket with a tombstone, she chose a green burial.
We didn't use a coffin, no wood, because we wanted her body to nourish the earth.
It's an all-natural process with the smallest carbon footprint. Loved ones are often dressed in burial shrouds or biodegradable clothing, placed in a cardboard box, and then buried for the body to go back with the earth, where a tree or plant soon takes its place.
I think people are more environmentally conscious.
Green burials are a relatively new concept, but one that is growing fast. In 2006, there was only one approved mortuary or cemetery by the Green Burial Council in the United States. Now, there are more than 300. SunWest Funeral Home and Cemetery is even in the process of adding more space.
It is something that was, like I said, more popular in the Northwest and in Canada and such. So it was kind of a unique thing to have offered to them here.
Although they haven't replaced cremation or a typical burial, green burials are providing people with a new way to remember their loved ones.
And it's amazing, when I go to that land, I can put my hand on the ground by the roots of the tree, and I know that was above her heart, and it's like very connected that way. It's amazing.
Heritage Funeral Homes has 3 locations in Arizona that offer green burials, including SunWest. One difference in green burials in the northwestern states, such as Washington, they are covered in soil and grass. In Arizona, locations such as SunWest Funeral Home and Cemetery matches the desert landscape of Arizona. Ben Brown, Cronkite News.
The use of meth in Arizona has dramatically increased over the past few years.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how recovering addicts are working to help other addicts get sober for good.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way. And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex.
We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do?
I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Methamphetamine is accessible and cheaper than other drugs in Arizona, and authorities say it's no wonder why it's the number 2 drug in the state. I spoke with recovering addicts who know just how powerful the drug can be and say its popularity is something to be concerned about.
When I lost absolutely everything, I had nothing left. I didn't have dignity. I didn't have respect for myself. I hated who I saw in the mirror.
3 years ago, Sarah Harmon says her life was at an all-time low. Her addiction to methamphetamine consumed her.
Every time I put that meth pipe to my mouth, I would have that moment of, why am I doing this?
The Drug Enforcement Administration says the use of meth in Arizona has dramatically increased over the last few years, adding that just this year, over 6,000 pounds of the stimulant have been seized.
Arizona is a huge spot for bringing stuff in, breaking it apart, sending it throughout the United States. That's what Arizona is a hub for.
The amount of meth in Arizona has gone up 294% since 2010, and its presence proves to be basic economics.
The user demands it, the Mexican cartels will provide it.
Kim Haney used to be a postal worker and says smoking meth became a part of her daily routine.
So I would wake up in the morning and hit the pipe, and I would take a bunch of dope with me to work. I'd probably stop 2 times a day, maybe 3 times a day, to get high during my work day.
Now, almost 8 years sober, Haney is a manager at Mandalay Recovery Village in Phoenix. So out of this whole list, What do you think is the most important one, or one that really stands out?
The most important is this one, but then the most important is this one. This is where, after you've gotten better, you help another alcoholic or addict.
Jamie Bourne, who is also a former addict, says it's easy to relate to people struggling with addiction.
If you put me in a room of 100 people and one other person in that room was addicted, I would find that person and like that.
Addict, a word Sarah's mother never thought she'd associate with her little girl.
It's more fun with the Girl Scouts and such a big, genuine smile. She's got such a great heart.
But then came the startling truth.
My stomach just sank. It was a moment of panic of, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's this.
Sarah says when she was homeless, she used to loiter at this intersection, hoping to score enough cash for her next fix.
Had to tell her, I can't watch your life spin out of control. I cannot watch you kill yourself.
I finally realized I needed help. I just didn't know how to get it. Some friends of mine actually came down to Phoenix, picked me up, and brought me up here to Chapter 5. That was almost 3 years ago. And I'm so grateful because I was gonna die.
Now Sarah is in Prescott, living a sober life.
When I was homeless, I would beg for the most boring life. I'd be like, gosh, I just want to go home and read at night and go to bed at like 8:30, you know, and that's what I do now.
Officials say drug traffickers are getting more creative. They say they're finding drugs hidden in vehicles, toys, even liquefied into lotion and shampoo bottles that are turned back into crystal meth once it lands in the United States. Cronkite News is committed to tracking the drug epidemic in Arizona. We released the documentary Hooked a year ago. For full multimedia coverage on the impact of heroin, a look at the data on overdoses, and to watch the full investigation, go to hookedaz.cronkitenewsonline.com.
It's opening day at Chase Field for the Diamondbacks after a controversial call for stadium renovations in the off-season. Coming up on Cronkite News, how the downtown economy is taking the news of a threatened D-back departure.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching great performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw great performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the High School Performing Arts, and so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
The Arizona Diamondbacks have called downtown Phoenix home for nearly 30 years. Nearly 20 years, but after recent disagreements with Maricopa County, could they be on the move? Reporter Blake Bernard took a look into the situation and how it could affect the fortunes of downtown Phoenix.
It's opening day for the Arizona Diamondbacks, but even before first pitch, they enter the season with uncertainty regarding their future in Phoenix.
What would happen to downtown Phoenix if the Diamondbacks left? That's the question after the D-backs recently expressed interest in finding a new venue to play games due to what they call Maricopa County's failure to keep Chase Field in state-of-the-art shape.
That'd be difficult. You know, there are important aspects of downtown. Then they started giving faith to folks that this was a place that others could be.
The Diamondbacks were key in the resurgence of downtown Phoenix, and their absence would be felt.
An impact on some of the quick things like restaurants and bars and things around the stadiums.
Local businesses would initially be hurt as their customer base declined.
Sports are a centerpiece of the community, and especially downtown with the stadiums that we have here. It's very bad news. You know, we would like them to stay.
But more importantly, the overall development of the area, like housing and shops, could be stunted.
As evident from all the apartments, condos, and buildings being constructed more regularly here in downtown Phoenix, the area has developed significantly since the Arizona Diamondbacks started playing baseball in 1998.
This development could mean it's not the end of the world if the D-backs left. The area has become vibrant with stores, restaurants, and housing. Clock points to Arizona State University's downtown campus as a huge driver in the overall success.
So we've created a neighborhood downtown down here. A place like ASU it brings obviously a lot of life with the students, life to the sidewalks on a daily basis.
In the end, if the Diamondbacks leave, life goes on and the city will move forward.
We've had down times before and survived, and we would have to just do that if that happened.
Under the Diamondbacks' current lease agreement with Maricopa County, they can begin looking for a new stadium in 2024. Until then, they will remain here at Chase Field playing games, and they may face a legal battle with Maricopa County. In Phoenix, Blake Bernard, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, Department of Child Safety Director Greg McKay talks about the balance of protecting children and respecting parental rights. And we'll update the performance of Arizona's bioscience industry.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the NewsHour Monday. The scramble for votes in Wisconsin, a day before that crucial primary. That's Monday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.